It's Ihsas Khan's last day in court today, 4th of March 2019, after, when did this happen? 2016, getting up to nearly 3 years ago. And the verdict's going to be out today by the looks of it. And, yeah, you think of all the court hearings that he's had, even the aborted trial, and they've even changed the jury in this one, all engineered for the result that they're going to get today. And I'm guessing, well, pretty sure that he's going to be found not guilty due to, impaired mental health. So that's the from the Port Stephens Examiner reporter. She was across it. She covered stuff that Kelly Fedor didn't cover. She gave an insight. She gave the name of the actual psychiatrist and everything, or psychologist. So yeah, it's that's the way it's going to go. It'll be interesting to see if it's covered, the verdict, with Kelly Fedor's down there. That'll be interesting. And see if it gets reported. But anyway, his last day today, and that's what I'm saying. Hopefully we'll hear a result of some description. Now, I also wanted to quickly touch on, I got a comment on one of my other videos about Peekay. It was just one of my responses to Peekay's. And I thought about it and just, it wasn't too much of a comment really. And I thought, yeah, okay, well, this video is a response to nothing. Peekay's channel got terminated, so there's no point in keeping the video up. So I've since deleted it. It's no longer there. So, because, it's obsolete. And, sort of it's all history now, isn't it? And just speaking of Peekay, I actually went to Woodrow's channel and seen there was a podcast with RussianVids. And, there it is. That's where I've deleted the thing. And yeah, here it is. So most people would have already seen this if you're at my channel, but for the off chance that you haven't, get over and have a look. It's really good. They cover a lot of topics. It goes for over 3 hours. I watched quite a bit of it. I'd say a couple of hours in vids. They did talk about shills. And, I think I've mentioned my policy on shills. I don't even worry about it. I just look at the content of somebody's video and I use my own reasoning and logic. And, I don't even think that they could be a shill or they're not a shill. I just don't have an opinion on it. I just look at the content, and if I get value out of it, that's YouTube to me. The shill discussion is pretty meaningless, and particularly when people say things like, oh, this guy doesn't cover this, therefore he's a shill. You got these one-person operations that are, most of it's their recreation time. They still got jobs and they've got to sleep and they've got families, so they're making this stuff in their own time. And there's so much to cover. You just can't cover everything. Like a call for an uprising. He does the satanic Illuminati stuff. That's good. Brian from High Impact Vids, he does more the cops and the injustices. And then you go to SGT Report for all the financial stuff that's going on. And I go to the Duran for the Yellow Vest protest updates, and Rupley as well. I did a video on that. So yeah, you can't cover everything. So calling someone a shill because, they haven't covered something is just utterly ridiculous. So I sort of agree with Peekay, and I don't know if RussianVids said there are no shills, but they certainly, dumped on the shill theories, and I agree with them in that regard. I don't even worry about shill stuff. It's just rubbish. And it shouldn't be a reason, like I said, you just look at the video and just use your own brain and make up your own mind if you think it's good or it's not good, and don't make a judgment on the person. Judge the content. So yeah, anyway, this video is really good. But one of the things that Peekay covered, they covered Boston, Vegas, everything. Gucha, Sandy Hook. It's well worth going to this video and watching it. I'll probably get back and maybe watch some more that I missed. But one thing that Peekay covered was the climate change rubbish they're going on here in Australia. They're ramping it up so bad, and everything is just it's so hot. As Peekay said, he can do better than me. I think it's just fake. I'm not being self-deprecating or anything. We all know that's just how it is. I was just taped the Today Show this morning. Here it is. Bushfire emergency. Now, it's hot in Australia in summer. Oh, good Lord. Something must be wrong. Yeah, so anyway, this is like the rubbish that they got all these idiots. Victoria bushfire emergency before it's too late. There's been about 3 sheds destroyed, right? Now just try and find a bit where they got the map of all the fires. Tom Steinford, I think, talked about it a bit earlier on here. There's, big smoke. There's all the reporters on the scene. Fire, flames. There it is. Now, they never talk about how these fires get started anymore. But, remember they mentioned that an actual fire was caused by some power lines that went down and they were suing the power company or whatever, or there's an arsonist, some woman set a fire somewhere recently. You know, fires very rarely just self-ignite. Very rarely. And what are the chances that 4 fires self-ignited all at once? They won't say how these fires got started. Oh, I'm pretty well sure how they did get. They're there. You can see the fires. So someone started it. But, you know, they're probably in sort of out of the way places, like a couple of sheds have blown up or something, you know. They've evacuated everybody. I just think these have been deliberately started. Specifically, look, they'll do that. You know, look at the extent that they go to. And this was, you know, got 3 reporters on the scene. They're just covering this thing like there's no tomorrow. And it's been relentless all summer. It's just been climate change. Or implying everything's climate change. And here's what they've done again. So I don't think they're using the blue laser things that they use over in the States, over in California wildfires. I don't think they're doing that. You know, where they sort of, you see this big line of like fire, just in a dead straight line. Like, you know, you couldn't get out surveying equipment and survey a line that good. If you tried. It's from a laser, you know, so it's dead straight. So, yeah, no, it's not that. I'm pretty sure they're just setting these things off. And of course, they're just not mentioning it. There's no police investigations into arsonists or no investigations into power companies. It's just 4 fires have just come up. Let's just fucking pound the news with climate change stuff. So, yeah, right. Well, that's it for this one. Like I said, get over to Russian Vids channel. Jeez, he's putting out a lot of work. I haven't seen Russian Vids for a while. I've just been busy on other stuff. I used to go to him all the time. He's got a hoax, NASA. Geez, he covers a lot. I saw the shield thing on him, and you know, people, they get right into it, you know. And really, the end result is he puts up good content. He really does. Oh, he's fantastic. He's got a good voice for YouTube too. Really listenable. Hello, bite, I suspect. So's A Call for an Uprising. He's really good. So yeah. So anyway, that's it. That's it for this one. Just a quick one. Ihsas Khan's last day in court, and Peekay's chat with RV. Recommend that. And yeah, the climate change rubbish, you know, continues unabated in Australia. Righto. That's it.